Now it's even better than before. Previously, it was just the skirt having been lifted, right? Now, it's her own branches tearing her clothes. Hey everyone, this is EP5 here, and we're continuing with this playthrough of School of Talent, Suzu-Route. So what happened in the previous episode was, I think what happened from what I remember is Kotarou, okay, he found the earring, by the way. Yes, he found the earring. The earring was inside a cat's ear, so he found it and gave it to Suzu at that old building, that classroom there, and then he went on to ask some insensitive questions, causing Suzu to like become distraught. So she didn't answer his questions and told him not to look for her anymore. And then after that, what happened was one of the Black Roses, because the final exams were coming. Okay, these final exams involves duels, right, between the Black Roses and the White Lily. So what happened is during one midnight, one of the members, Black Rose members, was apparently attacked by a White Lily member. So Azami, this girl here, was angry, so thinking that Yuki sent one of the White Lily members to attack Saburo. Not just attack, but also send him to hospital. So Suzu, has no proof of that, and so that was when Azami waged war, on the White Lilies, and this is the first time Azami was serious. So we're right now in the middle of this war right now. So what happened is, so far the Black Roses are at the upper hand. So we ended the previous episode on a cliffhanger, and so now we're going to continue with this war and see what happens from there. Alright, so Azami smiled when she heard word of Sora's victory through her phone.
さて、みんな、これからソラ君が占拠した丘に移動するよ。あの見晴らしのいい丘からなら、戦況がかなり見渡しやすくなる。
So all the Black Roses, okay, disciples are okay. Azami squad prepared to move out, joy on their faces. I'm impressed, Akechi.
何なんでしょうか。
I'm surprised, I have to say. Both Byakuya and Kageko were expert class, but you won with a senior like Mogura, and even rookies like Mizuki and Sora. 2 consecutive victories, no less. Now I see how fearsome you are when serious.
そんなに買いかぶらないでください。私は何もしてませんよ。頑張ったのは黒バラの皆です。私はタレントや地形の特徴や相手の性格を考慮して少しアドバイスしたに過ぎません。
And that's why Azami is the perfect strategist. No, that's not the only impressive thing about you. You managed to command a ragtag bunch like the Black Roses so efficiently. That deserves praise.
それはどうですかね。まあ、2連勝なんかで喜んでなんていられませんよ。デュエルに勝たないと意味ないですから。
Yep, that's right. Indeed.
だから、ここからはガンガン攻めていきます。
Deep in some underbrush, Jinguji was looking up at the sky alone. He held a cell phone in his hand.
パターン C でいこう。
Pattern C.
影子も白夜もやられて予想外に黒バラが抵抗している。私は黒バラに制裁を加えなければ。
Oh, fish, you apply proper punishment. What do you mean by that? I still can't use my talent very well, but can I really use it at?
大丈夫さ。学校からはルーキー扱いされているが、君の実力はエキスパートクラスだ。それに私には君のタレントが必要なんだ。だから頼むよ。君のスコールを使ってこの裏山に全力で大雨を降らしてくれ。
Another water type. squall, make it rain, alright? If you can't hear me, then I'll do my best.
ああ、頼んだよ。
Jinguji hung up the phone and put it back into his pocket.
これで黒バラも終わりだ。
Don't be so arrogant, Jinguji.
すげえ、あさみさんすげえ、白より相手に無双じゃん。
Okay, Haru was so excited jumping here and there. Sora and Mogura's squads had defeated the White Lily's Kageko and Byakuya squads. When I considered that a team was generally made up of 4 or 5 members, I guessed that the White Lilies were split into 5 teams. We had defeated 2 of those, and 6 Black Rose teams, one of which was just Haru and I, so it wouldn't be much help in the fight. We're still alive. We had the advantage in numbers. If we keep this up, we might just be able to pull out a win.
私たちも偵察任務頑張ろう。全軍前進、白百合軍を包囲するようにってあさみさんから連絡来たよ。
Alright, here we go. Gotcha. We gotta pull our weight. We started hightailing it to the North Mountain where the White Lilies resided. Kotarou and Haru marched along the North Mountain, just up past the valley. Oh, looks like it's going to start pouring. Oh, this is the squall that girl's talent. Rain is definitely going to slow things down. Small raindrops prompted Kotarou to look up to see that the sky, previously bright and clear, was now filled with black clouds. But you know, the ability to cast rain just like that is pretty scary, you know. Yeah. Yeah, probably. I just hope it doesn't affect her tour too much. Oh, 10 minutes after we had started walking in the rain. Could it be they are slowed down by the rain or something? Looks like they hit an ambush. Mogura and Mizuki were collapsed in front of us, their emblems glowing red. Oh no. Mizuki! Oh, oops. Oops. We ran up to them. Haru, sorry, but we got beat. Jinko and Jinguji came out of nowhere with their squads. I tried to fight back with my water balloons, but they hit us from afar with their bows. They got us in a perfect ambush. I looked around to see that the scars of battle really were thick. Holes made with Mogura's hole-in-one talent were all over the ground, and there were dozens of arrows at our feet. And thanks to the raging rain, Mogura and Mizuki were covered in mud. That's not an arrow wound, is it? Did they do that to you after they hit your emblem? I took another look at Mogura, who had been holding his shoulder this whole time, and Mizuki, who had been sitting like she was nursing a sprained leg. I couldn't forgive the White Lilies if they did that to them when they were down. Another translator name, I guess. Yeah, this one is Mogura and Mizuki. Both of them. Alright. Oh, I saw that. I think most of the names, right, with double names, yeah, like they are not translated for some reason. Yeah, but anyway, this is Mogura and Mizuki. Huh? Huh? I asked back at their unexpected reaction. Oh, these aren't what they look like. Since we got our emblems hit, you know, the ground around here is really muddy and slippery, right? So we went and tripped. Oh, so they were accidents? Uh-oh. Shit. Oh! While I was scaling back my indignation, Haru shot out her armored hand to deflect an arrow that came from the trees. The reflexes were as amazing as always. I whipped my head around to look to where the arrow came from to see Jinguji's squad blocking their arrows. On top of that, Jinko's squad was running down towards us, brandishing wooden swords. Oh my god, we're outnumbered. There's no way we can do anything with just the 2 of us. Thanks, Haru, but we gotta get out of here. Look out! Haru and I desperately deflected the arrows that came flying. I, with my self-defense knife, and she, with her gauntlet. Damn it! We can't pull this off with just the 2 of us! Even after weathering the second wave, the third one came right away. We tried to get down the mountain bit by bit, but we were losing heart. I could see our coming loss before my eyes. What do? We'll just die useless deaths at this rate. As I frantically thought about what to do, the enemy came closer. We haven't even done any scouting. Damn it! Haru, I'll buy time. Save yourself.
こうちゃん置いてなんていけないよ。むしろこうちゃんこそ私を置いていって一人で逃げて。
She whispered loud enough for only me to hear. But
私一人だったらメイクアップを使って最悪スライムに変装すれば多分なんとかなるから。
I don't know if that will fool Jinruji though.
だからほら早く行った行った。
Okay, if you insist. I'm counting on you, Haru. Haru said that with a smile. There wasn't any more time to argue. Alright, I've made up my mind. We're getting out of here together. I just couldn't leave my childhood friend behind. What do I do though? There's not much I can do here. Wait, Azami ordered the whole army to advance. So maybe if we buy time, we'll get reinforcements? There's no time to think. I've got to do something now. I stopped running and stood my ground. Oh. Cautious about what I was doing, the white lily stopped too. There we were, facing off. I took a deep breath, stilled myself, and shouted, Jinguji!
なんだ桜井幸太郎
I'm going to trash you! I'm going to beat you up till there's no tomorrow! What? Kotarou? What's this? I love Suzu-Yuki!
なんだと
Look at Jinguji's expression. Huh? Seriously?
どうして貴様のような黒バラがユキさんのことを
He looked shocked. All according to plan. Looked like he was taken with Yuki too. Who cares about what dorm we're in when we're talking about love? I love Yuki. I love Suzu-Yuki! So I want to be with her. I want the black roses and white lilies to get along better. So tell me, and tell me clearly, why do you hate the red roses so much?
何度も同じことを言わせるな黒バラはこの学校に必要ないからだ
What? That's not a good reason, you son of a bitch.
自作自演でサブローとかいう仲間を入院させてまで勝とうとする奴らなんて
You fish you! You have no proof, Jinguji, you shut up! There it is again. Why does it feel so off when he says that? Oh, that's it! I get it. Jinguji, you're the one who attacked Saburo, you freaking guy!
これ以上お前たちの押し問答に付き合っている時間はない桜井幸太郎を切れ
Prepare yourself! Ah! Jingo swung her wooden sword up high. Damn it! Is this where it ends? After I figured out what's going on? Yeah, I also figured out. Yeah, it's totally Jinguji. He's the betrayer. Fish this guy. Right then. It's too early to give in. Oh, who's this? Pachinko balls shot out from the side of the mountain. With what? I'll show you what.
真打ち登場幸太郎春助けに来たぜ
Yeah, alright, Otake, you go, man. I think you're undefeated or something like that. Individual streak, that is.
大竹
Yeah, Otake!
いいから早くここから逃げろ戦うにはお前らがいると邪魔
Alright, good luck with your antecedents. Blow them away. Otake's troops were behind him, closing the numbers gap. True, I'm not too useful in a fight. There's something I need to do. I have to figure out what's been bugging me. Sorry, I owe you. I left the battlefield to Otake and dashed down the mountain, taking care not to slip on the mud.
待て
I won't let you escape.
ギゴさん大竹は任せた私は桜井幸太郎を追う
Oh, okay, now we're gonna expose his actions. Yeah, let's do this. Yokai, Ryokai. With that, only Ginkgo's squad left to face off against Otake.
まあ分散させることができたからいいかだけど銀行お前らはここで終わりだぜ
Yeah, he's totally gonna use the arrow's dissidents, and that's it. Don't speak to me so casually. You think you can beat me with your little toy boss closer?
勝てるんだなこれが
Otake plopped a pachinko ball into his slingshot. Then he put back the rubber string. Oh no, you don't! Ginko swung her sword down towards Otake. However, she was a hair's breadth from victory. Otake protected his emblem, dodged out of the way, and fired out a point-blank pachinko ball. Arrow happening! The pachinko ball Otake fired with his talon buried itself into the tree behind Ginko, making it rustle violently. Then, sharp branches fell down from the tree. Now it's even better than before. Previously, it was just the skirt having been lifted, right? Now, it's her own branches tearing her clothes. Okay, so alright. So Otake's eroticism isn't just limited to win. It's limited. I'm not sure how strong eroticism is, but it did its job again. Yes. Alright, so all the Ginko squad, yeah, this is the Ginko squad. The endless sharp branches rain down on the girls of Ginko's unit, tearing away their clothes while brilliantly leaving no wounds on them. Why does this keep happening to me? Damn it! And temptation doesn't work on Otake! Otake held an arrow like a knife and brought it down to the emblem on Ginko's shoulder. It glowed red. Following Otake's lead, his troops went on to defeat Ginko's unit. Ginko just watched the scene unfold, sitting on the ground. Losing the feel like this is so humiliating! Ginko, you're no match for Otake, period. What do you mean by that, Otake? What do you mean? Ginko glanced at Otake. The emblem on his shoulder wasn't glowing red. Yeah! Oh. What the hell? Alright, back here. The ground, muddied from the torrential downpour, clung to our feet. Thick raindrops smashed into us, sapping our stamina as we fled. Why are you chasing after me, like, seriously? What else can I do? When we slipped completely out of Jinguji and his people's sight, Mayu suddenly appeared and saved us. Ah, I see. With her clear screen, invisibility skill. Haru, Mayu and I, the three of us were hiding with her clear screen talent, waiting out Jinguji's pursuit. Apparently, as long as Mayu touched someone, she could use her clear screen to dampen their presence. Oh, Mayu's skill is also seriously damn powerful. She can not only make herself invisible, but also other people invisible. Pretty powerful. Jinguji spat out in reluctant disappointment and started heading east. They're gone. I finally got to catch my breath. Thanks for rescuing us, Mayu. Stalker as always. What's your reward again? I don't remember. Sure, I'll do whatever you want later. You really want that to happen to you? Are you sure about that, Mayu?
ナシネマのようなジャンルで古今東西ぐいぐい強引に好きという方が一定数いるものなのです。
What?
あゆもそこは子供の時から例に漏れず、あ、と言っても現実でやられたいのは孝太郎君にだけなので安心してくださいね。二次元の少女漫画の中だけです。男からとか口ないです。
Holy shit! What? So you're saying I'm a 2D guy? 美少女漫画？
なので孝太郎君からグイグイ言われたらあゆは全てを許してしまいそうになりますし、実際許しますし、むしろ孝太郎君への愛が加速度的に頂戴してもはや究極のこうちゃん愛されてる。
は？
愛と言っても過言では。あれ、どうかしましたか孝太郎君。
I'm sorry to disrupt your train of words, Mayu, but we're in a serious situation right now. Hey, can you hear that? Like something's rumbling. Yeah, I also noticed that. Something like the screen shaking or something.
どうかな、気のせいじゃない？いえ、気のせいではないです。
Oh, Mayu noticed as well.
少しずつ揺れが強くなっています。
Oh my god.
本当だ、なんか揺れてる。
Is someone using a talent to shake the ground or something like that? Causing an earthquake or something like that? Right then, the ground rumbled violently. Whoa!
何？地震？
I can't even stand! Losing our equilibrium, we fell to the ground. With what sounded like a large explosion ringing throughout the area, the ground shook violently. Damn it!
こうちゃん、あっち、あれ？
What's going on? I looked to where Haru was pointing and went speechless. Large trees were getting bowled over from rocks falling from above. What? A landslide. I don't think this one is a talent, right? I think this is a real landslide. Crap. The landslide got stronger as we spoke, crushing more of the mountain in its wake. We couldn't even run with the ground shaking. The faraway landslide had started to reach us. Pebbles fell from overhead, and I could hear trees getting torn away from their roots. We're gonna get hit by the landslide. Mayu, cover your heads at least. I mean, Haru, Mayu, cover your heads at least. We all covered our heads with our arms, and right as we did, the waves of the landslide collapsed the slope we were on. I had the worst awakening imaginable. My legs, arms and leg hurt like hell. Felt like there were scrapes and cuts all over my body. Why does everywhere hurt so much? Haru! Mayu! Ah! I tried to pick myself up, remembering that I had gotten caught up in a landslide, but pain ran throughout my body. Think I can endure this much pain? In any case, I had to check the area around me. There could be another landslide after all. Whipping my pained self into action, I managed to stand up and look around. The rain had stopped. You've got to be kidding me! I didn't know where I had ended up rode that way to. However, the trees had been pushed away, allowing me a good view of the tragic scene. The black rose dome that had faced the mountain had been completely crushed. Oh my god. Crap. I hope it's not the white lily's doing, you know. Because if it seriously is the white lily's doing, seriously don't think that's the white lily's doing. That's a real landslide, or by a third party. It's still, everything's still a mystery right now. I don't know where the landslide pushed me to, but it looked like I wasn't in the mainstream of the disaster. If I was, I would have been seriously injured. Haru? Mayu? Everyone? You alright? I looked around, but I didn't see a hint of the others around. All I could do was pray for their safety. I've got to call for help! Since I was talentless, I didn't even have enough candies for selfhood. I couldn't call for help. Gotta find some way to get down this mountain. There was no one nearby, and I didn't know how long I had been out either. Under those conditions, all I could do was try to get as far down as I could. The slope down had been destroyed in the landslide, and it was no longer a road people could go down. I needed to wheel around to a relatively undamaged part of the trail, and to do that, I started moving. I tried my best to avoid the slippery mud and walked down the most passable path, sometimes pushing fallen trees from the path, sometimes taking long detours. I just went on desperately searching for a path down the mountain. About when I had lost track of time from all that walking, I found her. You found who? Suzu? Oh! Yuki! She was collapsed at the roots of a tree on the slope. So let's just see for a sec. Alright. I could see that she was clearly unconscious. Yes. My body was moving before I knew it. My mind knew how dangerous it was to try to climb a muddy slope, but there was no time to worry about that. Using the stones and trees that had dug deep into the ground, I got closer to Yuki. Just a little more. It was dangerous to get any closer. Forcing my aching body forward, I reached out to Yuki, trying to pull her arm towards me and get her into mine. Alright! When I caught Yuki's right arm, I rooted myself on the ground and put her in. And right when I did, the tree that had been holding Yuki up broke and fell. Oh no. Damn it! I held Yuki tight in my arms and braced for impact. We made it? I let out a sigh of relief. It looked like the slope I was on was solid ground and hadn't collapsed. Phew! Even though Yuki was unconscious, she was not visibly injured. The sun was already low. If we kept moving, there would be a higher chance of another landslide, and it's all Jinguji's fault because he asked that girl to cast rain. You see, now causing a landslide. Jinguji, you son of a Yurusanai, unforgivable. I could not take that risk with Yuki unconscious like this. I need to find a place for Yuki to rest. As I lifted the senseless Yuki on my back, I set off. It had started to rain again. It was by complete coincidence I found the cave. It wasn't a good idea to keep moving through the night. Yuki and I really needed our rest. And when I headed over to a thicket of trees looking for shelter from the rain, I found it. The hole was about big enough for a person to squeeze through, and inside it, a spacious cave stretched into the darkness. I just wanted to let Yuki lie down as soon as possible. I took off my shirt and spread it on the ground, then laid Yuki on top of it. I hope you're not half naked, Kotarou. Don't do anything stupid. But I don't think he's not that sort of person. Anyway, as I caught my breath, I started to wonder what the darkness of the cave held. Maybe it led to the foot of the mountain, or if it was a home to bear or other beasts. We needed to move out as soon as possible. I guess I would better take a look. I stepped into the path leading into the heart of the cave. It was too dark to make anything out. Damn, it would be impossible to explore without a light. What the? Then, a dim light illuminated the cave. What on... Is this a statue? This looks like a statue. What? As I took a confused look around, I noticed something was shining further inside the cave. As I cautiously approached it, I realized it was a statue of an unbelievably beautiful woman. Ah, it's a statue, right? I probably may have to censor this, even though she's supposed to be a statue. Yeah. Anyway, what is this? As I spoke, something crossed my mind. What? That's the first thing that comes across your mind, Kotarou? Don't tell me this statue is one of the 7 wonders of love?
知ってる？こうちゃん。三影学園のどこかに綺
Oh.
麗な女神像があって、そこで祈りを捧げた人は思い人と一つになれるらしいよ。
Ah, I see now. What luck! So he basically found this statue. Oh, this is his chance now. Can this be the goddess statue in the 7 wonders of love? Would my romance with Yuki come true if I pray to this goddess statue? Well, you can try, no harm trying. As soon as I said the words, I realized this is not a time to be thinking about things like that. There are way more important issues at hand. Yeah, actually precisely that. So more importantly, you must save Yuki. Don't care about this statue right now. This can come later. It would mean blowing my chance to be one with Yuki. It would be out of place from the rumors of the 7 wonders of love. However, it was a goddess after all. I couldn't help praying. Whether it be talent, miracles, or anything, I don't care about the logics. Please keep Yuki safe. Though I was uncertain the prayer went through. At least this is an honest prayer, right? Please keep Yuki safe. As I finished praying, the light of the goddess statue slowly started to fade. Oh? I jolted awake from the intensifying rain and looked around. Yuki was still asleep on my shirt, but it was raining cats and dogs outside. I couldn't leave Yuki sleeping her alone, and going out into that crazy rain would be suicide. I really had no choice but to wait for help to come. I'm pretty hungry. Though I felt a little less tired after my rest, I was hungry now. So what happened to the statue though? Is the statue still there? Or maybe it's after Kotarou prayed to that statue just disappeared? And when I realized that I was hungry, I also realized I was incredibly thirsty. You can drink rainwater, right? No, you can't, Kotarou. It's acid. Rainwater contains acid, and it's not safe to drink rainwater. Maybe a bit here and there, but not too much of it. I stepped out to test it, cupping my hands that soon filled with water. This is actually good. Well, I've never tasted rainwater before, so... Alright, it probably wasn't actually good, but I was incredibly thirsty. This was mana from heaven. My body was desperate to leave. I've got to let Yuki drink some too. Yuki couldn't have eaten or drank anything, just like me. Fighting my overwhelming desire to just drink the rainwater then and there, I desperately looked for a cup to hold it in. Of course, there was nothing cup-like in the cave. So I tore a few relatively large leaves from the trees to make a small cup myself. The cup filled with the rainwater. Bits of it spilled out, but all I needed to do was let Yuki drink it or it all drained out. I filled the cup with rainwater, went back to Yuki's side, and put it against her small lips. The rainwater slipped into her mouth. Then I heard her quietly swallow and saw her throat slowly rise and fall. Ah, thank goodness, she actually drank it. It looked like she'll be alright. Which means I've just got to take care of her until she wakes up and wait for help to come. With my mind made up, I head outside the cave to fill the cup with rainwater and have Yuki drink it. I did this over and over again. After doing that countless times, I realized how drenched and gross I was. Why hadn't I noticed before? I guess I was just that desperate to help Yuki. My undergarments were soaked too. I was definitely going to catch a cold at this rate. And I hadn't even eaten anything, which I knew wasn't any good for my physical condition either. Yuki's clothes soaked too, huh? I touched the sleeping Yuki's shirt. While her clothes were a lot drier compared to mine, they were still pretty damp. Yuki trembled slightly. She must be cold, because she is shivering, looking pained. Her wet clothes are robbing her body's warmth. Actually, just now what I was doing is I was trying to see through her clothes, see if I can see any any brown. Okay, but serious mode. It's serious mode. Okay, we can save the etchiness for later. But first, serious mode. A lot of time had passed, but there was no mistaking it. If she kept those wet clothes on, she was catching a cold. But, you know, I wasn't entirely eager to strip the clothes off a sleeping girl, especially the one I like. Yeah, not at this moment, not when she's unconscious. It's the last thing you want to do, you know. Do so when she is obliged to it. But if she catches a cold, that'll just make her worse. She's already shivering. Maybe I should just take her top off. That would be a good idea though. Making up my mind, I slowly slipped off her top, taking pains not to look at her. Please don't come to the music room anymore, she had told me. Those words still stuck stubbornly in my memory. But still, even if she hated me, I just wanted her to be safe. That's all I needed. The ground is pretty wet, so what should I do to dry off her clothes? Maybe they will dry off if I put them on this rock? I spread out her white lily uniform on a particularly large rock nearby. Actually, I wanted to see her with the top removed, but game, can you show me that? CG? Anyway, okay, serious mode. I wanted to at least dry off Yuki's clothes. Mine, on the other hand, were completely drenched. If I was going to catch a cold, I probably already had. Oh, Suzu mentioned her father. Father. Yuki groaned in her sleep, like she was having a nightmare. She rose her hand up, and it slowly trembled. Father? I shook my head, shaking off thoughts that I didn't need to think, and silently took her hand. I just wanted to help her, even if only a little bit. I closed my eyes to rest, and so I wouldn't see her all exposed. I wonder when help will come. The heavy rain showed no sign of stopping. Where is that girl anyway? Why doesn't the girl like stop the rain? Or don't tell me she is knocked out cold, so she couldn't stop the rain. When I came to, the rain had let up. Finally. I must have been really tired, because it was dark all around me. The big black clouds that were in the sky had all disappeared, giving way for legions of stars. Whoa, I fell asleep? I looked around, trying to get my bearings. Oh. Yuki was a little farther away, putting on her uniform. No! I'm just trying to dry you! Please don't misunderstand! So sorry! I scrambled to turn around. Thank goodness you're awake, Yuki. I was really glad she was alright, since I was a little bit worried she wouldn't wake up. Good thing that worry was unfounded. I stood up when I heard that. Are you alright? You were unconscious for a long time. Your head doesn't hurt or anything, does it? Huh? Yuki shot down my words of worry. I had to! I'm not trying to do anything to you. I had to, okay? In contrast to how incredibly red her face was, her frigid eyes of absolute zero pierced me. No, I didn't. I swear. No, seriously, I'm not lying, alright? Wait, really? I didn't do anything. Please, Yuki, you have to believe me. Those were all misunderstandings, come on. Wait, you realized that was all Otake's fault, hadn't you? You're kidding, right? No. Her words stabbed into my chest like a frozen knife. Yes, please, Suzu, please understand. Yeah, totally! Thanks for forgiving me! Don't know where the others are. I just ran into you unconscious on the slope and carried you here. Yeah, you were by a tree around the mountainside up north. Yes. I had the impression Yuki's attitude had softened up a little. Yes. No problem. It's what friends are for. We have to save you at any cost. Yuki whispered with her face a little red. Well, I just did what anyone would do, that's all.
ごめんなさい、桜井くん。
Yes? Huh? About what?
言い過ぎました。
What? What do you mean by you said too much? Yeah?
だから、もう音楽室には来ないでくださいっていう、あれは。
Oh, I get it. I figured out what she was getting at. She didn't mean that. Okay. Well, hey, I'm sorry about that too. I shouldn't have asked that. It was really insensitive.
いえ、私もちょっと過剰に反応しすぎたと思いますから。ごめんなさい。
No worry, I'm sorry too, for asking insensitive questions. No, I think I overreact. Sorry. Sorry. I mean.
桜井くん。
Yeah?
お礼をさせてください。
Huh? Let you thank me? How?
ごめんなさい。言葉足らずでした。安全な場所まで運んでいただいたお礼と、ひどいことを言ったお詫びがしたいのです。
Oh, don't worry about it. Oh, that's what you meant. I slowly shook my head. Really, you don't need to. I was pretty insensitive before, and carrying you to safety was just something that I wanted to do.
そうですか。しかし、それでは私が納得いきません。何かお礼をさせてください。
In that case, please go out with me! Okay, serious one. Anyway, Yuki really is a straight arrow, huh? Alright, I'll think it over. Was there anything I wanted? Yeah, just say please go out with me. When I started thinking about it though, I immediately noticed that there was something I wanted. The only thing I wanted, in fact. Yes, you get it, Kotarou. Oh, okay. I thought he's going to say, please go out with me. No, sing. Alright. That's good too. We'll accept that. Sing for me. I want to hear you sing, Yuki. Your voice is very beautiful. The expression Yuki made was rather difficult to describe. It seemed to have equal parts of sadness and joy, along with other emotions, forming a mixture I couldn't quite put to words. She trained trembling eyes on me.
どうして?
Because your voice is beautiful. After we had shared a look for a while, Yuki started to speak up.
どうして私の歌を聴きたいのですか?
When she asked me, I asked myself, why did I want to hear her sing? Because your voice is beautiful, and I love it. I genuinely do. But no matter how many times I was asked, I only had one answer. Because I love hearing you sing, I guess.
そうですか。
She looked sad. Had I said something strange? Yuki sadly looked down.
今日はもう明日に備えて寝ましょうか。
Sleep in preparation for tomorrow?
歌はまた無事に学校に戻れたら音楽室でお聞かせしますから。
Okay, sure. Everyone's got a thing or two in their past they don't want people to know about. I shouldn't dig into her too deep. Yeah, and I think it'll be clear out tomorrow. So let's go down the mountain tomorrow. After a brief conversation, we laid down next to each other and closed our eyes. The next morning, the rescue team sent out by Mikage Academy found us sleeping in the cave. The storm giving way allowed the rescue team to route through the mountain. From there, we found out that it was Jinguji who caused the storm. Yep, he's the one. And he's to blame for everything. You son of a bitch, Jinguji. Wanting to completely defeat the Black Rose, he made a White Lily student. Oh my god! He actually made a White... oh no, what am I saying? Sorry. No. I confused the White Lily student for Black Rose student. Okay. But anyway, wanting to completely defeat the Black Rose, he made a White Lily student with the talent to cause storms, make it rain hard. The storm unfortunately caused the landslide. Though no one was hurt too badly, the the situation was grave. The Black Rose dorm had been obliterated in the landslide. With word of that out, Jinguji and the student who helped him apologized in front of the student body.
誠に申し訳ない。謝っても許されるようなものではないが。
You son of a bitch. I will never forgive you though. Words cannot express my remorse.
ふざけんな。お前の身勝手のせいで俺たちが怪我したんだぜ。
仲間の白百合まで傷つけて何様のつもり？
Everyone, Black Rose and White Lily, was vexed at Jinguji's apology. Of course they were, even me. People nearly died out there. Jinguji, why did you do it?
理由なんかどうでもいい。神宮寺を絶対に許すな。
No, I at least want to know the reason, you know. Look, just listen, Otake.
小太郎？
Jinguji, you did something horrible. You didn't just hurt Black Roses, but White Lilies too. And Yuki could have gotten seriously hurt. So you all at least need to know why you did this.
怠惰で。
Laziness? What?
デュエルも委員会もいろんなもので怠けてばかりいる。怠惰で不真面目な黒バラが許せなかったんだ。なのにこの前のドッジボール以降、少しずつ白百合と黒バラが仲良くなっていると感じていた。そして結城さんまでもがその流れを肯定しているように思えた。だが私には黒バラと白百合のそんな関係など絶対に認められなかった。だからここで完全に黒バラを倒して関係を分断させたかった。だが今になって思うと、どうしてそんなに黒バラを憎んでいたのかわからないんだ。全然冷静じゃなかったと。
I think that meant uncollected is spelled wrongly. Yeah, I realized how uncollected I was. Jinguji fell to his knees with a pained expression, then bowed his head to everyone again. He had prostrated himself on the ground in humble submission.
誠に申し訳ない。この償いは必ず。
Oops. So this one is all the Black Roses members. Just let me check the log again. Yeah. So this one
誠に
is.
申し訳ない。この償いは必ず行わさせていただく。
Allow me to atone for my sins. Alright. Watching him, both Black Roses and White Lilies alike fell silent. The most proud of the lilies was on the ground, begging forgiveness. Both dorms accepted Jinguji's apology. As punishment, he was forbidden from using his talent for a year, and all of his candies were confiscated. No one added any insult to injury after that. But what about the guy who... I think that guy is definitely Jinguji, but... yeah, I mean the guy who assaulted Saburo in the previous episode. Yeah, that guy I think is definitely Jinguji. Yeah, 100%. Even though it's not clearly stated here, but I'm pretty sure it's him. Yeah. Ultimately, no one received any points or candies for the talent final exam. Since the Black Rose dorm had been destroyed in the landslide, we were told to move into the White Lily dorm. The single rooms in the dorm were large to begin with, so they were all made to house 2 students. The extra furniture was paid for, with the candies confiscated from Jinguji and Azami's burgeoning surplus. Now we all had roommates. I was with Jinguji, Yuki was with Azami, and Haru was with Mayu. Kotarou and Jinguji together? Though both dorms couldn't completely wipe away their bad blood, especially after the incident with Jinguji, we all looked ready to move forward together, however awkwardly. With that, we started school again in a completely different shape, with Yuki as the leader of the dorm and Azami as her support. So now we merged into one really. No more discrimination of the Black Roses and White Lilies. We are all as one. Which should have been the case in the first place, you know. Yeah.
桜井くんは変な人ですね。
Oh, so now in the room, that classroom again.
私の歌を聴きたいだなんて。
Why am I strange? Your voice is clearly beautiful, so I would like to listen to your voice. I had gone to the music room a little early, but Yuki had been already there. She had been sitting on a desk, looking quietly outside the window at the moon. I really love it when I get to hear you sing in here. It really puts my mind at ease.
そうですか。
Yuki looked at me with warm eyes and lightly put her right hand to her throat.
他人のために歌うのは久しぶりだから。
I guess probably the one Yuki sang to, right, towards the sky, is her father, most probably. So my speculation is that most likely Suzu's father passed away already, and that's why she was singing that song. That when we first saw her singing, she was singing to her father, who had passed away and and ascended to heaven. Yeah.
少し緊張します。
Then Yuki started to sing that same deeply sad song. Yet I didn't feel the overwhelming coldness I usually did. There was warmth there. Warmth and softness in her voice. If I were a little more smug, I had almost think that warmth was there because she was singing for me. But I hadn't even become a friend. This was just Yuki's way of thanking me. There was no deep meaning to it. I wasn't going to get the wrong idea. The black rose and the white lily. We had started living together, so I would probably have more chances to talk with Yuki. So this was just the beginning. All I needed to do was get closer to her, little by little. As I listened, the song I had heard so much, I could sing lowly along. I felt a tinge of hope. Well, sorry for cutting that abruptly, but yeah. Okay, so we have come to the end of this episode, and we have come to the next episode. So I guess this is a good place to stop for this episode as we move on to the next episode. So at least through this episode, we saw the remainder of what happened, and we, Kotarou and Yuki got along even better. Yeah, tragedy struck, but we got along better, and Yuki sang for me, but only as a way of thanking Kotarou. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen from here on, now that the black roses and the white lilies have merged as one. We're going to see how life is going to go on from there in the next episode. So I hope all of you enjoyed watching this episode. Right, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope all of you stay tuned for the next episode. Till then,